Hi guys, and welcome back to the LeadPass Investment Group. Today we'll be discussing market structure. We will be thinking about how is a company managed and who exactly are the board of directors, this ominous figure that we keep hearing about in movies and series. But first of all, if you like this video, if you like our channel, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so we can give you more content. If you want to hear about something specific, let us know in the comment box below. But let's jump right in. So first of all, to sum this all up, think about your job. You probably have a boss, and your boss has another boss, and that person has another boss, and I assume that you already got the gist of it. But eventually, one of these people will be reporting to somebody that is at a CXO level, which is a chief X for, we don't know what the title is exactly, officer. The most common chief officers are the CFO, the chief financial officer, the COO, the chief operations officer, the CTO, the chief technology officer, or the CSO, chief sales officer. And last but not least, the most important person, the CEO, the chief executive officer, who really runs the entire company and is the boss of the entire place. Now, all of these functions, they create their own board. They are the decision makers of the company itself and have to make sure that the company's strategy is executed in the right way. And the name for this board is the executive board. Now, this is a company internal structure where you can also find other people that aren't at the CXO level. For example, they could promote the head of marketing to the executive board or the head of national sales to this board level, where they can also contribute to the executive decision making. But does the CEO now have a boss? Does the CEO report to somebody? Well, yes. The CEO reports to the board of directors. The board of directors in a publicly traded company is representative of the shareholders. So that means that if you have enough shares and you are interested in guiding a company's direction, you can actually contribute to the decision making of a company. That is why when we buy a share, we actually buy ownership of a company. For example, Warren Buffett usually buys huge amounts of shares in a company so he can actually contribute to the decision making and be a key part of the success of that company going forward. Now, how does this board get set up? Well, again, it is representative of the shareholders. Now, this doesn't mean the CEO isn't part of the board of directors, but you can also have, like at the executive board, you can ask the CFO to be part of the board of directors because he has a direct impact on the performance of the company and that can actually help with the decision making. But what does the board of directors actually decide? Well, think about recent events. For example, Amazon has announced that they are increasing their minimum wage for all workers internationally to a minimum wage of $15 per hour, which is above the average wage of the US. Now, this is a huge initiative that will cost Amazon a lot of money and they won't have as much revenue. But think about it this way. If you wanted to invest in a company and actually be an owner of this company, do you want to have your money invested in a company that engages in bad practices and almost in slave labor because they pay their employees so badly? And the organizational culture is horrible, as is actually proven in a whole bunch of case studies. So this is an initiative that we have experienced from the board of directors. They make a decision saying, we don't want Amazon to be this company with a bad name and a bad reputation. We want this to change. Similarly, we've seen oil executives or the board of oil companies being enhanced with people that are looking for more environmental friendly actions. So trying to actually realign the business model of an oil company to say, you know what, we have to take care of green initiatives. We have to take care of our planet. And we want to help you do this instead of simply tearing the company down, which is a fantastic thing. But again, the board can also be very, very biased towards bad practices. So again, it's important to have a board consisting of a whole bunch of different people that can make decisions representing us as shareholders. So all in all, what does the board of directors do? Well, they decide the strategic direction and decision-making of the company. They say how they want the company to be positioned in the entire world and how they should actually execute their strategies, which is then delegated to the executive board. Now, that is a company structure explained. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to learn more.